Hello everybody, welcome back to Billions Gaming News Roundup. Sorry about last week, it was finals week, so I had to keep studying, kind of thing you have to do. But anyway, let's get into the news for this week, starting with Pokemon Go revenue is falling. The drop in earnings for last month resulted in the lowest they have been in over 5 years. This seems to be due to backlash over the remote raid passes that they incorporated during COVID. They allowed you to play Pokemon Go from your home. Niantic has now doubled their price and limited how many you can use per day. This is understandable to bring back the original experience of going outside to play, but this is negatively affecting gamers with disabilities, which is not something you want to do. This has actually been considered a disability tax by many people, and it honestly kind of feels that way. It feels like if you have a disability, you have to pay more to enjoy the game, which is kind of shitty. Continuing the Nintendo news, caution. Tears of the Kingdom has been leaked. The game is coming out next week on May 12th, but it appears that pirated copies have already made their way online. So you have to be very careful now in social media if you want to avoid spoilers. I know that I'm gonna be extremely careful. I'm gonna be streaming the game next week when it comes out. Next news regarding Bungie. Bungie has won a cheating lawsuit. Bungie won in court against a cheat seller from Romania. The court's decision grants Bungie $12 million in damages from the cheat seller that was selling cheats in Destiny 2. This is a pretty nice chunk of cash. Can I get some? But speaking about shooters in space, there's a new IP from Titanfall director, or at least they're working on one. The director of the Titanfall series, Steve Fukuda, is working with a small team to develop a new IP. There are currently no plans on another Titanfall game, so we're gonna have to wait and see what comes out of this small team. Hopefully it's exciting. Next news, Marvel's Midnight Suns Switch version has been cancelled. That's not good. The game is still coming to PS4 and Xbox on May 11th, and it's gonna come with all of the DLC. And there's also gonna be new DLC releasing that day, I believe, called Something Storm. I don't really care. I don't think many people are playing this game, and if they are, I hope they're excited for this. Next news though, remember Saints Row? Remember how that was a game? Apparently it's getting DLC. Sure, why not? It's the first of 3 story DLCs and it's releasing May 9th. A little bit too close to Zelda, if I'm gonna be honest. It's also coming with a major update, so maybe this will make the game fun for the people that are playing it. Which I don't know who is, but to whoever's playing it, I'm excited for you. I hope the DLC is fun. Let's get into some happier news. Little Nightmares reached 12 million sales. I love this franchise. I'm so excited that it's being successful, so hopefully this leads to more games. I played the first one, it was amazing. I've been meaning to play the second one, but I'm waiting until around October or spooky time to play it. But speaking about games selling a lot, apparently, Street Fighter 6 has to sell 10 million copies. Capcom is aiming to sell 10 million units, which is a big ask because the last one sold 7 million. Although this one has a lot of hype around it, so they might be able to do it. Anyways, I hope this game's successful. But speaking about successful games, Vampire Survivors is getting an animated series. Sure, why not? The game is gonna be adapted into an animated TV series. Right now there's no actual details other than the companies Robot Teddy and Story Kitchen being involved. I'm intrigued to see what comes from this because Vampire Survivors is not really a story-based game, although that gives it a lot of creative freedom, so hopefully it's something good. Let's talk about games that haven't even come out yet. System Shock is in a bit of a controversy right now because the Twitter published AI artwork for the game. The Twitter account for System Shock posted the image of an AI created by AI. Clever. There has been a little bit of a backlash because I don't know if you know, but people on Twitter don't like AI art, which honestly I understand. Screw AI art. It's not good for artists. The Twitter account is insistent that they only did this to start a conversation. I mean, sure, if you say so. Now, this is only the Twitter of the publisher. The developers have no control over the Twitter, and they have stated that they don't plan to use any AI art in the game. Let's talk now about a lot of Xbox news, starting with the good, ending with the bad. Xbox storage cards have been reduced. The price has been reduced. This is only in the United States. The 512 gigabytes card has been reduced from $140 to $90. The 1TB one has been reduced from $220 to $150, and the 2TB one has been reduced from $400. It was $400 to $280. These reduced prices are coming because finally there's gonna be alternatives in the market from other competitors. Anyways, that's good. Now, more good. Game Pass with your friends. PC Game Pass members can now give 5 friends a 14-day trial for PC Game Pass. This is only for PC Game Pass. It's not for the Xbox Game Pass, the console version. It's kind of odd, but I mean, sure. Now it's time for the bad news. And this might come as a shocker to a lot of people, but Redfall is a buggy mess. What a shock. Redfall released last week to hilarious results, since it is now obvious that the game just was not ready to be released. We should have known this when they decided to not release it with a performance mode, but holy crap, did we not think it was gonna be to this extent. The game has been panned overall by almost everybody due to awful bugs, horrible performance, and just an overall poor gaming experience. This is super disappointing for Xbox gamers, and I guess we're gonna have to wait for Starfield. Just play Hi-Fi Rush instead. It's an amazing game. Anyways, that's gonna be all for the news this week. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next week. I'm off to play Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Let's go.